Welcome back to darling Yazoo, Mississippi. Today on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin here at our Restoration Nation. We have a treat for you. Today I am standing in 10,200 square feet of Beaux Arts bliss, built in 1904 right in downtown Yazoo, Mississippi. As I said, it's in the Beaux Arts style, which is one of my favorite architectural styles because it is such a strange little stepchild of the architectural timeline. It falls within what we would also consider often the tail end of the Victorian period. And contrary to what anyone on here wants to comment, the Victorian architectural period in the United States does not end at 1901 with the death of Queen Victoria. They didn't send a telegram over here and say, Queen Victoria is dead, stop all the building trends that were made popular during her reign. So some scholars will tell you that the Victorian trend in architecture, the Victorian period in architecture, extends all the way to 1923. But in that time from 1901 to about 1920, we have an amalgam of styles coming in and out. We have Art Nouveau, we have Beaux Arts, we have arts and crafts starting, and then by 1925 we have the Art Deco period. Beaux Arts is really sort of a subset of the neoclassical revival style that's also in that very early 20th century. It's one of the high styles that we see, neoclassical revival, hearkening back to those Greek revival styles that we see in the 1850s. Beaux Arts has a lot of the same features. So we're focused very heavily on symmetry. We have a lot of columns. We have a lot of grand architectural presence, a lot of sculpted elements. But we also have a mixing and a matching of other things that are popular either earlier or some things that are just coming into trend. And this building is an absolute showcase of all of those pieces and parts, starting right here at the entryway with this stunning leaded glass front entry and continuing all the way through. So let's take a tour of this gorgeous Beaux Arts masterpiece. Here we are in the grand hallway. You can see around me and above me these gorgeous columns, which is part of the Beaux Arts style, with these supporting architraves above. The plaster work on these architraves is original. The medallions are not. So there you go. All of your cornice work in here is also original. You see the importance of symmetry in this period of style with the mimicking the symmetrical entryways into each of the side rooms as we go down the hallway, up that grand staircase to the second floor ballroom. Let's go into this first main formal space. Fabulous features in this room. We have our original pine floors, enormous original windows with wavy glass. All of your cornice work is also original to the space, and we have one set of enormous pocket doors. Now, the other end of this room, there should be another set. They are missing, but the hole is there, so you could get a replacement set. One of the things I love about this space is it's so obvious how it was designed and what it was designed for. This is originally a space that's set up to be a meeting space. So during the day, these pocket doors could have been closed off, and each of these three rooms could have been used as individual spaces. Maybe the garden club met here, maybe the historic society met here, maybe a tea was had here, or a ladies' brunch, or a bridal shower. Maybe the Masons met here. I don't know what the original function of this space was, but we could have had 3 events taking place at one time. But after dark, when the party started, these pocket doors could have been thrown open, and this space could have served as one huge ballroom with people coming and going, opening up the flow of motion in this space. Now, let me show you some of my favorite architectural details in this huge room. We have jib doors. You know I love a jib door. That is one of my favorite architectural features that we have anywhere. The jib doors that open at the bottom of the window, and then the window slides up to give you a doorway to access an exterior porch. This is a feature that we see as early as the 18th century. So again, we've got this Beaux Arts period calling back to earlier architectural styles that they're pulling details from that they really, really love and incorporating into their modern architecture. The fireplace sitting right next to the jib door, which is a much earlier piece of architectural history, is absolutely in the arts and crafts style. So we see going into that arts and crafts period with this huge fireplace sitting in the center of this room. Then we have another jib door, then we continue back to the back of the ballroom where the second set of pocket doors should be. Again, all of your cornices in this space are original. This building is being sold as is. So everything you see in this building, including the Steinway piano, is included in the asking price. Let's go over here. Well, look at this amazing space, the grand ballroom. Now we hear all the time in real estate listings, the third floor was a ballroom. 9 out of 10 of those times, that wasn't the case at all. But in this instance, the second floor was always designed to be an enormous open ballroom for parties, dancing the night away. In this space, you're going to see a lot of original architectural details and then some replacements. They're pretty easy to pick apart. You've got some original plaster work, and then you have some replacement foam plaster work. It would be very easy to remove or very easy to ignore, depending upon what your preference is. But this space is absolutely glorious. You have another jib window here, and then rising around the room, you have 9 and 10 foot original windows that overlook the cityscape. It's beautiful. We have City Hall, church spire, church spire, church spire. It's absolutely a stunning view. This space alone is worth the purchase price of this building. This building has so much more to offer. Just take a look at all the beautiful rooms on the second floor. This beautiful building has had a little bit of abuse over the last few years. Yazoo City was hit by a tornado a couple of years ago, and there is a scuttle hole to the roof. When that tornado came through, it pulled the top off of that scuttle hole and it went unnoticed for a time. So there has been water intrusion. This building is going to need a new roof. There's some floor repair that needs to be done. There's some electrical updates that need to be done. There's plaster repair that needs to be done. But overall, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Either make this an incredible mansion of a home for single-family living, which you can do, make it a live workspace, which it's equipped to do, or turn it into the event center of your dreams. It would be an incredible wedding venue, and all of this can be yours for $275,000. Where else can you buy 10,000 square feet of historic real estate with these amenities for $275,000? Well worth your initial investment and well worth the further investment to rehabilitate this property. With the significance of this property, you probably could do this as both a federal and state income tax project. If you decided to make this an income producing property for the next 5 years, you could apply for federal income tax credits. If you have questions about how to finance your rehabilitation project, we have a whole book on how to do that on our website, ourrestorationnation.com. See us there. And if you want to see us doing real live, dirty, nasty, getting our hands gross rehabilitation, then you can check that out here on this YouTube channel under our Restoring Our Victorian series. We have 2 that are ongoing right now. Remember, we're not real estate agents. We do not represent this property. We make nothing from the sale or showing of this property. We just love to show you these so you can see some incredible examples of architectural history and learn the terms for the things that you see in these buildings all the time when you see them and tour them. Now you know what a gyp window is. Now you know what Beaux Arts architecture is. For any further details about the real estate portion of this property, you're going to need to contact the listing agent in the description below. That's all for this time. See you next time on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin.